Hello, Parker. A parcel from you arrived today.
Hey, Fiona. Oh, that'll be your Mother's Day present. I'm pleased it finally came.
Well, I am most certainly not pleased. Is this the best you could do?
Huh? Well, what do you mean? You don't like them? But I got those cookies from your favorite bakery, and the flowers are from that florist you always used to compliment when we walked by.
I got bored of this kind of thing aeons ago. Besides, this bouquet of flowers is tiny. Who was it made for? A dwarf? I see you're just as much as a tightwad as ever.
It's not like that at all. They were actually quite expensive.
I wanted Peeps Armanio's new scarf. You know, the one all the celebrities are wearing. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you wouldn't. Isn't it considered good manners to get people things they actually want? It is my present, after all. You're the most useless daughter-in-law in all of history.
I'm sorry?
My friend Wendy's daughter-in-law is taking her on a luxury cruise to the Maldives, followed by a 1-week stay at a 5-star hotel. You, on the other hand, how do your poxy cookies and flowers match up to that? I'm on my way to your house now. I want to exchange my presents for something better. See to it that you have something ready by the time I arrive.
What? Like now? When you say you want to exchange your presents, you mean you want us to go out shopping together?
That made me chuckle. Like hell I'd waste my precious time shopping with the likes of you.
I see.
I'm on my way to your house now. You better have me a coffee and some tea cakes ready. Oh, and make me some of those sandwiches you made last time. You know, the one with the mustard and pickles.
Fiona, please. What you're asking me to do is very difficult right now. I'm not at home.
Good grief. Just when I think you can't get any more useless. Hurry up and get your ass back there this instant, then.
I'm with someone right now, so I can't do that. Besides, I'm not sure I'm 100% clear on why you actually want to come in the first place.
I told you, my Mother's Day present. I'm very willing to be kind enough to let your first abysmal failure slide if you replace it with something better ASAP. For example, the black Peeps Armanio bag you swagger around in like you think you're some kind of A-list celebrity. That would suit me just perfectly. Alright, it's settled. I'm on my way to collect it.
I can't give you that. My mom got me it, and it's really important to me.
Excuse me? What did you just say? How dare you? What kind of wife has the nerve to refuse her mother-in-law like this? Back in my day, people treated their parents with respect. You impudent little upstart.
What the? I'm not being impertinent at all. I told you. That bag's super important to me. It's not that I don't want you to be pleased with your present, but some things are too valuable to give away, and you being my mother-in-law doesn't change that.
Disobeying your mother-in-law like this is the very definition of impertinence.
I'm sorry, but I really can't give you that bag, so I'd appreciate it if you'd just drop it.
What will it take for you to listen to me? Good grief. You need to be properly disciplined.
Great. Here we go again with the discipline thing. Would you stop this already?
Why would I stop? This is an emergency. Disciplining my wayward daughter-in-law is a matter of utmost importance. I'd be doing my son a disservice if I didn't. If you're disobedient with me, I can only imagine what you're like with him.
I'm sick of this, Fiona. I feel like you have some kind of fresh insult or put down ready for me every time we speak. And as if that wasn't bad enough, sometimes you're violent. This goes way beyond discipline. What you're doing is bullying, plain and simple. Not that you have any right to discipline me in the first place, by the way. Who even speaks to people like that? Where do you get off looking your nose down at me and treating me like crap?
You shut your whining mouth this instant, young lady! What gives you the right to talk back to me like this? A wife would never have dared talk back to her mother-in-law like this back in my day. Society's gone to the dogs.
If I don't agree with something, I'll say so.
Ugh, disgusting. What must your parents have been like to produce such a vile little witch? Were you brought up or dragged up? I should never have let you marry my son. Won't you divorce him and get out of our lives already?
Fiona, please stop this. I get that you don't like me, and that's fine. I can't force you to. But that doesn't give you the right to demand I divorce your son every time I do something that rubs you the wrong way. Do you have any idea how much it hurts to be treated like this?
Say what now? I'm the one who's hurt. You do nothing but make a fool of me. You talk back to me at every opportunity. You disobey my commands. I must be the most mistreated mother-in-law in the world. All I ask is that you fulfill your duties as my son's wife.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm so sick and tired of your crap. And that you actually make me feel like talking back. It couldn't be any more obvious that you don't like me. But if you hate me that much, I'd rather you just left me alone.
Here we go with the insolence again. Just how did your mother raise you for you to be this rude and disrespectful? One thing's for sure, she failed to instill the proper discipline you need. I'll be honest, your parents never struck me as particularly intelligent, and they're clearly lacking in common sense if they raised a good-for-nothing like you.
Do not insult my parents.
You gave me no choice. If you don't want to hear any more uncomfortable truths, I suggest you start doing as you're told, young lady.
To tell you the truth, I don't want anything more to do with you. Please, don't contact me again. If you need anything, it can go through Daryl.
What did you just say to me? Do you seriously think this is an acceptable attitude to take with me, your mother-in-law?
Do you seriously think I want to carry on being insulted and abused by you? You do nothing but hurt me. Who in their right mind would put up with that?
Fine. Have it your way. I withdraw my request.
Great. So we have an understanding then. You'll leave me alone from now on? Goodbye.
Mark my words, young lady. You will not get away with speaking to me like this. You better remember that. Parker, is now a good time?
Fiona, what do you want? Didn't I tell you to leave me alone?
Maybe you did, but that doesn't mean I agreed to it. Did I sign a restraining order? Nope.
I see. So that's how it is. Okay, what do you want?
It's about tomorrow. You're going to come to my house.
Huh? Why would I do that?
Because I want to speak to you in person about something. Surely you wouldn't like it if I came to your place? So you can come here instead.
I won't be doing that.
Yes, you damn well will, young lady. You won't get away with disobeying me this time. I won't let you. If you continue to refuse, you'll force my hand.
Force your hand?
I'll call your parents and make them apologize.
What? No, don't be ridiculous. Just stop this.
What choice do I have if you refuse to come and apologize yourself? By hook or by crook, I will get my apology. Your parents are the ones responsible for you being such a disappointing failure of a wife.
All I did was say I wanted you to leave me alone. Why is that so hard for you to accept?
The issue here is that you think you have the right to boss me around in the first place. You arrogant little cretin. Now stop wasting my time with this nonsensical drive. I suggest if you don't want to cause your parents any trouble, you come to my house tomorrow.
Oh my God! This is absurd.
Correction. This is perfectly reasonable, and it's happening because of you. If you'd have treated me with the respect I deserve from the get-go, you wouldn't be in this mess. Now, do as you're told before you make things even worse for yourself.
Fine.
I'll be expecting you around lunchtime tomorrow. I have some business to attend to in the morning, so I won't be around until noon. You're welcome to let yourself in and await my return. Well then, remember, I won't be responsible for what happens if you don't come. Your fate is in your hands now, young lady. Where are you, Fiona? Are you at my house yet?
Yes, I got here 20 minutes ago.
Excellent. Well, guess what? I just remembered something. I have just the job for you. I knocked a vase of flowers off the cabinet by the front door on my way out this morning. It smashed everywhere, but I was in such a rush I didn't have time to clean it up. Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
I'm fine, but Daryl's being carried away in an ambulance.
What? My son? But it should have been you!
Well, it wasn't me who went to your house today. It was Daryl.
Why? Explain yourself!
He said he was going to have it out with you one-on-one to see if he could get you to back off and leave me alone. It's pretty obvious by now that nothing I could ever say will change the way that you act towards me. So why would I bother going? He said he stood on a pile of broken glass when he took his shoes off after arriving. The lights in the entranceway didn't work, so he couldn't see a thing.
Oh my God! My poor baby! Is he okay? Is he hurt?
He stood barefoot in a pile of glass. Of course he's hurt, you moron! By the sounds of it, he had himself pretty worked up for the confrontation he thought he was about to have with you. So, he took his shoes off and started his march towards the living room, where he stood pretty hard on the glass shards. The wounds are so deep, he can't walk anymore.
You can't be serious. How can this be happening?
The lights in the front porch not working was intentional, wasn't it? As was the pile of broken glass shards conveniently scattered so that whoever walked in next would get injured with 100% certainty. To think you booby-trapped your own house to injure me. I'm not sure if you're even fit to be let loose in society with a psychopathic behavior like this. The doctors are saying Daryl's lucky he doesn't have nerve damage.
I never thought this would happen. I just wanted to teach you a lesson.
Do you understand that if he'd ever been cut in the wrong place, your son might have never walked again because of your stupid actions? Daryl got hurt in my place this time. But it's not about who your intended target was. The fact that you're capable of something like this in the first place itself is just terrifying.
Well, you should have thought about that before taking a rotten attitude with me.
This crap again? Really? Even if for argument's sake we accept that I did take a rotten attitude with you, that doesn't justify you trying to put me in the hospital by booby-trapping your house. Me and Daryl have had it with you. This is the last straw.
So how is my boy? He's okay, really, isn't he? Are you just exaggerating to scare me? Is he angry with me?
He's almost angry enough to forget the excruciating pain that his feet are in. He said he's just grateful I didn't get hurt like you intended. And I'm just grateful my husband isn't as much as a malicious psycho as his mother. It's nothing short of a miracle that a scumbag like you managed to raise such a kind, decent man.
I'm sorry, Parker. I just wanted to teach you a tiny lesson, that's all. I never thought it would end up being this serious.
You think this is about the size of the injury? The fact that you thought it was acceptable to injure me at all tells me all I need to know about what kind of person you are. Your son's in a hospital bed because of you. That's all that matters.
Please tell me which hospital he's staying at. I'll be there ASAP.
Nope, we're good, thanks. Neither of us want anything to do with you. Our priority is Daryl's recovery now. Since you've proven yourself to be a direct threat to our health and safety, we'd appreciate it if you didn't contact us for the time being. We'll think about whether we ever want anything to do with you again once we've gotten over the shock of what's happened and calmed down.
Please wait, Parker. Will you at least hear me out? I'm telling you, I didn't mean for this to happen. I wish you wouldn't be so mad with me. Be a darling and tell me which hospital my Daryl's staying at, okay, sweetie? Hey, Parker. How is my son doing? Have his feet improved at all yet?
Yes.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Thankfully, the cuts on one side weren't as deep as the other, and he's still able to walk with a little assistance. He already got discharged from the hospital.
Oh, really? Does that mean he's back home now? In that case, would you mind if I came over for a little while? I'd love for nothing more than the chance to apologize for what I've done.
Yes, we wouldn't mind that. You're not coming anywhere near us. We don't need or want your apologies, so don't bother.
Parker, please! Don't be so cold. To tell you the truth, I'm racked with so much guilt and regret, I'm finding it hard to sleep. I must have tried calling Daryl over 100 times now, but he isn't picking up. Is there something wrong with his phone? I want to speak to him in person.
He said he doesn't want to see you.
Isn't there something you can do about that? Will you talk to him for me, Parker, sweetie? He'll listen to you, and I just know if you put in a good word about me. Will you persuade him for me? Will you do that?
No. Wait, am I reading this properly? A good word about you. You must be on drugs. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see your messages on my phone. Even remembering you exist is enough to make me feel sick.
Oh my God. You won't let me meet my son. You won't even let me apologize to him. This can't be happening. What am I supposed to do now?
Not my problem. But one thing's for sure, you will be paying his medical bills because, of course, this is all your fault. That's all you can do for us. And if you genuinely want the best for Daryl, you'll give him his money and get out of our lives for good.
I know it's my fault.
I'm glad to hear it. Bank transfer will do just fine. Thanks. We're cutting off all ties with you once we have the money. Have a nice life.
Cutting off all ties with me? No way, you can't surely be serious.
I am not going to mince words, Fiona. I hate you for what you did, and Daryl hates you even more. That's why neither of us ever want to see you again.
Oh my God, please no. Surely you're not going to abandon your poor aged-old mother by the wayside like this over something so trivial.
Trivial? Are you trying to make fun of us? You think what you did is trivial. I'm not just talking about putting your son in hospital here either. Did you forget how you've been treating me ever since me and Daryl got married? You bullied, tormented, and abused me. You used the fact that I wanted your approval to your advantage and made me feel so worthless and insignificant that I even considered ending it all while ignoring all of Daryl's warnings, of course. Then, as if that wasn't enough, you had to top it all off by hospitalizing him with a psychotic booby trap. You deserve far worse than being abandoned by the wayside. You should be in a jail cell.
Look, Parker, I know what I did was wrong, but still, don't you think cutting off all ties is a little drastic? Surely we can all talk this through once you've calmed down. I'm his mother, for crying out loud.
You're not his mother anymore. Now, you're just a criminal. You hurt the most important person in the world to me, and I'm livid with you for it.
But I'm not the only one in the wrong here. If you'd have just been nice to me from the get-go, none of this would have ever happened. Some of the blame lies with you.
You mean you one-sidedly bullying me and me accepting it and doing as I was told the whole time, like a good little victim, makes this my fault? This is exactly why we can't continue having you in our lives. Not only are you dangerously deluded, but you're so lacking in self-awareness that you're beyond redemption. Even when I finally reached a breaking point and begged you to stop, far from considering what I was saying and reflecting on your behavior, you doubled down and became even crueler. The one at fault here is you. I haven't done anything wrong. Stop trying to make it sound like I have.
I'm really, really sorry. I swear on my life, I'll make this up to you if it's the last thing I do. Please don't leave me all alone. Please don't steal my son from me. He's all I've got left.
Steal. There you go, deflecting blame again. You really are an expert at this, huh, Fiona? I'm sure I'm wasting my energy here, but once again, you're the one who got yourself into this mess. Anyway, it wasn't me who made the decision in the end. It wouldn't be my place. Daryl's the one who said he never wants to see you again.
No, I can't bear to lose my family. I don't have anyone else. I'm on my way to your house now. Let's just talk this through as a family one last time, okay? If you're not satisfied after that, I'll gladly leave you alone. I want to apologize to you in person, and when I say I'm sorry, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Please, will you reconsider, sweetie?
You can come if you like, but you'd be wasting your time. We don't live there anymore.
Huh?
We decided to move. Think about it. Wouldn't you be scared if someone who injured and hospitalized you knew where you lived? We were genuinely worried and wanted to get away ASAP. So we're staying in a temporary accommodation until we can find somewhere more long-term.
Temporary accommodation? Where?
Do you really think I'd tell you? The bottom line is that our commitment to cut all ties with you remains as sturdy and unwavering as ever. You could apologize 1,000,000 times over and it wouldn't change a thing. Anyway, we're done. I have no reason to continue this conversation, so I'm gonna go.
No, wait. I'm begging you, please. Don't abandon me. I'll be nicer to you. I'll do anything. Please, just anything but this. I can't bear to lose you both.
You'll be fine, don't worry. We'll at least make sure you get a funeral when you die, so it's not like we're totally abandoning you. We just need to keep some distance until then. All right? Well, that's it. Enjoy your new life all on your own and stay the hell away from us. That's all we want from you now. After that, me and Daryl moved out of state in utmost stealth and secrecy so that the mother-in-law from hell would have no hope of ever finding us again. Despite asking her not to, she constantly bombarded us with messages, begging for forgiveness even after she'd sent the money to cover Daryl's medical bills, which is why we both blocked her as we were moving into our new home. That felt good. She has no means of contacting us now. We're keeping an eye on her movements through frequent communications with Daryl's relatives just to be on the safe side. Apparently, she's currently working her way through the entire family trying to figure out where we are. But since all of her relatives now despise her for the despicable stunts she pulled, the response is invariably some variety of stick it where the sun don't shine. What can I say? What goes around comes around. As for me and Daryl, we're living our lives in peace, quiet, and happiness in our new home. His feet are more or less fully healed now. He's really pleased he doesn't have to use crutches anymore. We'll never be able to forgive his mom for what she did. As far as we're concerned, we'll be happy if we never see her again for as long as we live. We're enjoying our new life together in peace and harmony, and that's all that matters.
Hey, Carly, are you there? Don't tell me that you're still feeling sick.
Hi, Jack. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I really just don't feel well at all. So I'm really sorry that I wasn't able to make you any breakfast this morning.
I really can't believe you sometimes. I don't care if you're puking. I don't get what that would prevent you from doing any housework.
Wait, what? I'm not sure what you mean. It's not like I haven't been doing any work. I'm just pregnant and I really don't feel good at all.
That's fine, but it's not like being pregnant means that you're sick or something.
No, it doesn't. But it messes with your body a lot and can make you feel really lousy.
Well, it's still not like a disease or anything. If it was really that bad, then no one would ever do it. But people have been getting pregnant long before medicine was even invented. So it really can't be as bad as you're saying.
Jack, you really have no idea how I feel. Even just the slightest smell can set me off. And yes, I know that being pregnant is different than being sick, but I really don't think my body can tell the difference right now.
Well, there's a woman in my office named Linda, and she's pregnant and still shows up to work every single day.
But that isn't fair to compare me to someone else. Pregnancy affects everyone differently.
Well, if it's really that bad, then why don't you just go see a doctor and get some medicine?
I really don't think that I should be taking medicine in my condition.
Why do you always have to make such a big deal over everything like this? I don't think I've ever seen another pregnant person complain as much about being pregnant as you have.
Well, I am sure that there are others in the world whose pregnancies make them feel awful as I do. I mean, I even found some similar stories to mine when I was searching up my symptoms online. Besides, just how many pregnant women have you ever really known in your life, Jack?
Look, I'm just saying that when I see a pregnant woman walking around or whatever, I just know that I could do that if it were me. Just like walking around with a big backpack on your chest, basically.
Are you sure you're not getting all of this from just watching your coworker Linda? Because I'm sure that if you asked her, she would tell you that it's a lot more difficult than that.
I don't know about that. I mean, if it really were that bad, then she wouldn't be able to hide how much discomfort she was at work. I really think that you're just trying to take advantage of being pregnant. You always use it as an excuse to sleep in late and not get out of bed.
I'm not trying to sleep in or anything like that on purpose.
Look, I'm just saying I'd really like it if you tried to at least motivate yourself a bit more to do things. The least you could do is try to take better care of the house.
But I do work. I work really hard every day around the house. It's just that there are times when it gets to be too hard for me to keep working, and I need to rest.
Yeah. Well, could you at least try to complain about it a little less when you're around me? Just can't stand all the whining and complaining. It really drives me crazy.
Well, I'm really sorry to have been bothering you, Jack.
Great, then I guess I can count on you to have dinner ready for me when I get back home tonight, right? We don't need to be going to the store and wasting any money.
But we don't have any kind of meat that I could use for that in the house.
Okay, fine, then go to the store and get that at least. You're lucky you still have some time before the evening. This dinner better be good.
Jack, it really isn't a matter of giving it time before I feel better. It's just going to be like this until I give birth.
I told you that I want to eat something fried dinner, and I want you to make it. No more arguing, got it? Hey, Carly, make sure the house is absolutely spotless before I get home, okay? You've been really slacking on keeping up with your housework lately.
Jack, I really don't think that I'm going to be able to do that today. I feel so woozy that I can't even stand up. I think I'm just going to have to take a rest today.
You kidding me? Just how late are you gonna be sleeping? Do you think that you can just lounge around and not have to worry about doing any kind of work ever? It feels like you hardly do anything while I'm away at work. Why am I having to come back to do dirty rooms, dirty laundry, and dirty dishes? Don't you have any pride as someone who lives here at all?
Jack, I really am sorry. But if it bothers you that much, then maybe you could help me to keep the house a little tidier. I promise that I'll have dinner ready for you, but anything more than that sounds like so much right now.
So, not only do I have to go to work and make all the money, but now you're gonna make me clean the house too? No, taking care of that kind of stuff is your job, not mine.
And I promise that I'll get back to doing all of that as soon as I feel better. But I just really don't think I'm going to be able to do that right now.
I can't believe you. You really are pathetic, you know that. All you ever do is make up excuses so that you can laze around the house. It really just makes me sick. Even just looking at you upsets me.
You know that I'm not doing this because I'm lazy. I'm doing this because I feel awful. I know for a fact that I've already talked to you about what it's like to be pregnant. I thought that as my husband, you would be a little more eager to support me through this.
So now you're gonna try and spin this back on me. I'm the one who's most bothered by this. I mean, if a wife can't even do the bare minimum, then what good is she at all? Unless you thought that you could get away with being a lazy, good-for-nothing housewife by getting pregnant.
How can you say that?
Well, it's hard to see this as anything else the way you're complaining. I mean, I thought that morning sickness was only supposed to happen at the start of a pregnancy, but you're still always complaining about feeling ill. How do I know you're not pretending to be sick?
Of course I'm not doing anything like that. What are you talking about?
I think you're just pretending so that I'll feel bad for you. It's honestly just pathetic.
You can't really think that I'm doing something like that, right?
What I think is that when I get home, the whole place better be spotless and dinner better be on the table. I don't want to hear any more excuses or I'm sorry. Just get it done. Now, I have to think about some things, so don't bother me.
What kind of things do you have to think about?
I have to think about if I can really stand living with you for much longer. To be honest, I don't really feel like being with a woman who can't take care of herself. You either need to earn your keep or we're through. You have no idea how badly I've wanted to throw you out the house at times. I've seen it left the same way it was when I went to work that morning. Carly, I thought you were feeling bad. Why aren't you at home? And why is the house still a mess? Why has nothing been done at all since I left? I knew that you were lying about your pregnancy making you feel bad.
If you're asking about Carly, I'm afraid that she's in the hospital.
What? The hospital?
That's right. She was having some worried about her pregnancy and called me so that I could take her to the hospital. Now my dad and I are on our way to beat you up, so brace yourself.
Wait, what the heck? Just who am I talking to right now, huh?
This would be your mother, Jack.
Mom? Is it my room? I don't get it. What's going on here?
That's right, Jack, your mom. And I'm the one who wants to know what's going on. By the time we got to your house, Carly was collapsed on the floor and could hardly move.
I didn't know that. She never told me that happened.
Well, you told her to leave you alone, didn't you?
Well, sure, but if she was going to the hospital, then obviously I'd want to know about that.
You do realize that you're the one who pushed your wife into this state, right? She told me all about how you've been treating her at home and the things you've been messaging her. It's all your fault that she's in the hospital.
But I didn't even do anything to her. That's not fair.
You didn't do anything to her? Because from what I can tell, she complained to you several times about feeling ill, and yet you continue to insist that she take care of the house.
But I just thought she was over-exaggerating things, is all.
And that's why you forced your pregnant wife to work around the house all the time. Is that the best excuse you can come up with?
But the pregnant lady at my work still shows up to do her job.
Well, pregnancy affects different people in different ways, Jack. Besides, just because it looked like she's able to work like everyone else, doesn't mean that you know how she's feeling internally.
But she's still able to keep her composure in front of everyone.
That's because she's in an office where she is paid to be professional, but you were just trying to make your wife do all of this as if it was a matter of course. Is Carly your wife or your employee?
Of course she's not my employee, Mom.
Well, I sure couldn't tell that just from looking. Instead, all you did was get upset when Carly would tell you that she wasn't feeling well. Your wife is open about how she's feeling with you, and you just take it to mean she's complaining.
Well, that's because I go to work every single day. I'm busy and tired and feel bad all the time.
Of course you do. Nobody likes going to work. But just whose child do you think it is that Carly is pregnant with, huh? You realize that that's your kid inside of her that she's taking care of, right?
I know that, Mom. I always want to put it in there. I know how babies work.
You clearly don't know anything. If you really did, you wouldn't have been acting like this. Did you know that Carly has been losing weight? The doctors think it's really negatively impacting the pregnancy.
But she's just losing weight from the morning sickness, right?
You do realize that most women struggle to keep weight off during a pregnancy, right? Although Carly was vomiting so much, the doctors found she was severely dehydrated. In a worst-case scenario, this could have really affected the fetus.
Wait, really? I didn't know any of that.
Well, you put not only your wife, but your unborn child in serious danger. I don't think that it can ever forgive you for what you've done, and your father feels the same way. That's why we're headed over to your house right now. We are going to beat you black and blue.
Wait, you can't! I'll go and see Carly in the hospital right now!
She said that she doesn't want you coming anywhere near her. And we intend to make sure she has her wish come true. You are not going to even pass a message along to her. You're just going to have to live with what you've done.
Hey Carly, I just wanted to let you know that I'm off work. I was wondering if I could visit you in the hospital on the way home. I haven't seen you in so long.
That is going to be a no. I don't want to see you right now, Jack.
I know, my mom and dad came over and really laid into me. But now I finally understand how hard it is to be pregnant. My mom told me all about how horrible it was for her while she was pregnant with me.
Well, I'm glad that you learned something from all of this.
That's right, I really did. And I promise that I'm gonna treat you much better from here on out. By the way, do you know when you're going to be getting out of the hospital? I'll take care of all the housework, so you don't have to worry about any of that.
I'm afraid that I won't be coming home to you ever again.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure that your mom told you, right? I want to get a divorce.
Well, she told me that, but you only said that in the passion of the moment, right? You were just upset having to go to the hospital, and that's why you said that, right?
No, I meant what I said when I said it, and I still do.
But it's already been a week! Surely you've forgotten me by now?
And why do you think I would've? I've been pregnant for months, and you haven't shown a shed of sympathy for me. I really just can't see myself living with you any longer.
But I'm telling you that I've changed, and I'm so sorry for all the horrible things that I said before. I've just been a stupid man who didn't know what he was talking about.
It's not just about the pregnancy. It's the fact that I felt like I could go to you with these issues and instead you just used them against me. I even tried explaining to you just how hard it was to be pregnant, but you weren't having a word of it.
I know, Carly, and I really am sorry about that. I should have been more understanding. You're literally about to bring a life into the world, and that's no small feat, and I realize that now.
Well, I'm glad you do, but it's far too late to change my mind about this now. You've already done too much to hurt me.
Please don't be like that, Carly. I thought that we were gonna raise this kid together. You're not gonna try and do it on your own, are you?
I've already thought about that before I thought to divorce you. It won't be easy, but I'm ready to raise this child on my own.
But what about me? I'm still that baby's father.
I don't need my baby to have a father if he's only going to cause trouble. Besides, I've already talked to my work and explained to them that I'd like to come back after I have this child. They wanted me back so badly that they agreed to give me a raise that should cover the expenses for the both of us.
Please, Carly, you have to believe that I've changed. I really only want to be there for you and our baby from now on. Please don't leave me like this.
I thought you told me that if I didn't do my fair share of the work, that you would have no problem kicking me to the curb, remember?
I know I said that, but I didn't really mean it.
So then you were just saying it to threaten me into doing what you wanted?
It's not like that either!
I'm so sure that it's not. All you did was belittle my complaints and make me feel like a baby. Not to mention the fact that you still made me do all of this work while I was pregnant. Do you really think that I could raise a kid with someone who thinks like that? I can't see you ever having the patience to be a good father to our child.
Don't say things like that, Carly.
If you think things are hard now, wait until our baby is born. We'd be losing sleep, having to take it to the doctor all the time, and I just can't really see myself counting on you for anything.
But I promise that I've changed. I'll be there for you and the baby from here on out. Won't you believe me? I really have changed.
Maybe you really have changed, and you are a different person now. But that doesn't change the fact of what I went through while being with you, and I still carry those scars and the hurt inside of me. I don't owe you a second chance after how you treated me.
Please, Carly, I'm so sorry for everything.
Apologize all you want, I'm still not going to forgive you. In fact, once I leave the hospital, I'm going to hire a lawyer to help with the divorce.
Please don't do this, Carly. I really do want this kid with you. I promise to raise it right. You can't just leave me like this.
I'm not walking away from you, Jack. You've only now realized how far you've pushed me away, and it's too late to undo that now. You could have been there when I needed you most, and you weren't.
But I don't know what I'm supposed to do without you.
After I left the hospital, I stayed true to my word and found a good divorce lawyer who helped with the whole process. Jack was kicking and screaming the whole time, but with the help of his parents, he finally came around and signed the divorce papers. To be honest, I was rather surprised at how strong Jack's reaction to me divorcing him was. I really didn't think that he even loved me all that much by the time I was hospitalized. I didn't expect him to fight the divorce so much. I even heard he was so upset that he had to take a break from working. Meanwhile, I began to feel much better now that I was out of such a stressful environment and even managed to go back to work for a few months before I gave birth. Now, I'm taking maternity leave and receiving child support checks from Jack. I still keep in touch with his parents, but I told them that I don't want to hear any news about how Jack is doing at all, and they respect that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Rachel, I just realized you called me yesterday. Is anything wrong?
Oh, hello, sis. I wanted to talk to you about the first anniversary of your parents' death. You sold their house after their death, so how about we celebrate it at our house?
Oh, has it already been a year since their death? Time flies by so fast.
Yes, for sure. So, how do you want to celebrate it?
Do whatever you want. It's all up to you. I'm too busy to worry about it now.
Did you get a job?
No. Why would you think so? I inherited so much money after their death. I don't have any reason to work.
You'll soon use it up if you continue spending money like this. I think you're spending too much money at once. You told me that you bought a $5,000 watch the last time we met? If you spend your money as much as you want, you'll soon run out of money.
I have plenty left, and it's none of your business. There's nothing you should be worried about.
I just think it's important to make a living on your own. How about you start working?
I'm waiting for the right one to marry. I'll find a nice husband before I use all my money up. If I marry someone, I can live a graceful life as a stay-at-home housewife. I'm never gonna get a job.
Okay. I'll text you again later when the details are decided about the first anniversary celebration. See you later.
Oh, by the way,
Yes?
where do you think I am now?
Why would I know?
I'm in the Maldives!
The Maldives? Are you on vacation?
Yep, the ocean is so beautiful, and the villa I'm staying at is so comfortable. I never knew heaven existed on this planet.
Nice to hear that you're having fun.
Is that it? Anything else you want to say?
Not really.
Are you jealous of me because we're living very different lives? My brother only received the minimum amount of inheritance money, so I thought you might be jealous of me as his wife. But, you know, I was the first child, and I've been living with my parents until their death. I deserve to inherit most of their money, don't you think?
I have nothing to complain about. I'm your sister-in-law. If my husband agreed about the inheritance money, I have nothing to say. But I thought you lived with your parents because you were kicked out of your apartment, unable to pay for the rent. You weren't really taking care of them or anything. So I'm not exactly sure why you think you deserve to inherit most of their money.
If you have any complaints, blame my brother. He was the one who agreed to it.
I'm not blaming anyone. It's something from the past. I was just replying to what you said.
Yes, it doesn't matter anymore. Let's maintain a good relationship as sisters. My brother blocked me, you know. So you're the only family member I can depend on. I'll get you some souvenirs. So, I hope we can keep in touch.
Didn't I tell you this when we decided about the inheritance money? We only get in contact when necessary. I texted you today to talk about the first anniversary. After the celebration is over, we're back to usual. You don't have to give me souvenirs because I don't think we'll keep in touch.
Come on, don't be cold.
You should reflect on your actions. You didn't even help plan your parents' funeral, and you've been spending most of their money you inherited. I feel sorry for my husband.
I was busy back then. Let me tell you, you actually benefit from being nice towards me.
Why?
When you need any help, I can provide you with financial support. Oh, do you want to go on vacation together next time?
No, thank you.
Then, should we go clubbing? There's a club I always go to. Oh, don't worry. I won't tell my brother.
Sis, let me be honest with you. You don't have to do anything for us. I've decided not to get involved into your business.
You're really stubborn like my brother. Okay, you asked for it. I will help you, even if you come begging for it. Hi, Rachel. There's something I want to talk to you about.
What is it? I'll be leaving the conversation if it's not about your parents.
It is about my parents.
Really? I thought there was nothing left for you to do.
You know that I inherited most of their money, right?
Yes?
It's about the inheritance money. I actually used up most of them.
Huh? I thought you inherited a few $100 million.
Yeah, but it disappeared in no time. It wasn't a large amount, to be honest. Definitely not enough to play around.
It's not funny, sis. It's only been 2 years since your parents passed away.
Don't blame me. It's not like my money will come back.
Wait. Don't tell me that this was what you wanted to talk to me about. You wanted to tell me that you used up all your inheritance money?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. It's your problem, not ours. I hope you can do something about it yourself.
Rachel, please. At least tell me what I should do.
I guess the only option left is to stop spending money and, to start working.
I can't start working now. After I moved back to my parents' house, I depended on them to make a living. I haven't had a job for more than 5 years.
So what?
Rachel, can you send me some money every month for financial support? My rent costs $5,000. I don't have enough money to pay for my living expenses. I'll use up all my money in a few months.
Then how about you move into a cheaper apartment? You have to make ends meet. We can't send you any money. You have to understand.
I allowed my brother to inherit some of the money.
My husband inherited the minimum amount protected by law. It was not your choice.
Hey, considering your diligent personality, I bet you both are saving money for your future. Can't you lend me some from your savings? I'll try my best to marry a rich husband while you provide me with financial support.
I thought you'd been trying to find a nice partner.
Yeah, but I couldn't find the right one. They don't live up to my standards. I'm gonna lower my standards now.
I can't just lend you our money with a simple verbal promise. And I think you should stop depending on other people. If you don't have any money, find a job and start working.
I would, but I can't.
You can, but you don't want to. Stop contacting us, will you? We're nothing more than strangers. We won't be helping you out. We can't do anything for you, so stop texting me.
Rachel, can you be more considerate of your sister-in-law? I really need help.
I don't care if we're sisters or not. It's your fault for using up all your inheritance money. Why do we have to clean up your mess?
I'm your husband's real sister, and you are my brother's wife.
My husband, which is your brother, clearly said that he won't be getting in contact with you except when it's necessary. Do you remember that? You should be thankful that we invited you over once in a while for family celebrations after all you did to us.
Rachel, please. I really regret spending too much money. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us. It's not our business.
How come you're ignoring me when I'm begging you for help? Think about how I might end up. I might end up homeless without your help.
You should really reflect on your actions. Maybe that'll tell you why we're not helping you out. That's all I can say to you. Sis, stop all the nonsense right now. You dumped garbage in front of our door again, didn't you? We won't be lending you any money even if you keep on doing these childish things.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't act like you know nothing. The surveillance cameras filmed everything.
Huh? You have surveillance cameras installed?
Yes. Someone was repeatedly annoying us with her immature actions.
Alright, I won't do it again. And I also came up with a good idea about how to make a living.
Good for you.
I decided to move into your house next month. I should have came up with this idea earlier.
Huh? You're living with us? How selfish can you be? We refuse.
Well, you can't. You won't be able to do anything about it anyways if I move in. You two live in a huge house. Nothing will change. It's not a big deal.
No. We will never accept that. Stop it.
I don't care. I already made my decision.
How about this? We can't let you live with us. Please stop. Even if you come over, we're not letting you in.
I'll think about what to do in that case. I'll make a fuss in front of your door. Or maybe I can break into your house while you two are out. I'm gonna move into your house no matter what.
How selfish of you. My husband doesn't want to get involved into any of your business. And I feel the same. We're no longer inviting you to our family reunions. We're gonna break relations with you.
I doubt you can break relations with your family that easily.
Even so, we're gonna try our best to break relations with you.
I know exactly where you live. I'm gonna move in no matter what. Be sure to prepare me a room, okay? Clean it so there's not a single dust left in the room. I'm gonna move in no matter what. Keep that in mind. Rachel, can you get me some ice cream on your way home from work?
Huh?
You're on your shift right now, aren't you?
That's right. But what does it have to do with buying you ice cream?
Don't tell me you forgot. I told you I was moving in today.
Oh, right. I remember.
I was shocked, Rachel. How dare you leave the house with your doors locked on the day I'm moving in?
Oh, I've been telling you this, but we don't want you to move in with us.
Sorry, too late. I broke the window so that I can move my stuff into the house. I told you I would move in no matter what.
Break the windows?
Yep, I broke them to move my stuff in. The door was too difficult to break.
Sis. Oh, what are you doing? That's not our house.
Huh?
We don't live there anymore.
What do you mean? There's still furniture in the house.
That's not ours. It's the new owner's furniture. We were already planning to move out when you texted me a month ago about moving in with us. Yes, you're trespassing on someone's property. And did you break their windows?
Hey, why didn't you tell me you moved out?
Why would I tell you that we moved out? We don't want you in our house, so we don't want you finding out.
Come back right now!
Nope.
What am I supposed to do? I already moved all my stuff into the house. The trucks are already gone, so I can't move them out. I can't do anything alone.
Apologize to the owner of the house as soon as they come home.
They'll know that I broke into their house.
They'll find out sooner or later. Apologize and pay for compensation. That's all you can do.
Compensation?
You told me that you broke their windows, didn't you? You even trespassed on their land? Do you think they'll simply forgive you for all the damages you caused them?
I thought it was your house. It's all because of a misunderstanding.
That doesn't matter to the owner, does it? I never thought you would forcefully break into a locked house. How can you do something so terrible?
I told you I was moving into your house, but you still chose to move out without telling me? It's all your fault.
Stop blaming us. I've been telling you that you can't live with us. We also said we'll be breaking relations with you.
But I never thought you would really just dump me.
You caused us so much trouble. Why would you expect us to help you? Your parents had been looking after you for a long time, but you did nothing to prepare for their funeral. And you also used up most of the inheritance money on your own. You've been doing whatever you want when you had money. You can't just depend on us when you need help. That's really selfish of you, don't you think so?
I'm sorry, Rachel. I've reflected on my actions. I decided to live more diligently from now on. I'm gonna find a job too.
I thought you were gonna find a rich husband. Don't call that a job. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm gonna find a proper job. I wasn't able to find anyone who was willing to date me. When I went to get some advice, they told me that no one would want to date someone like me. Someone who was in their late 30s who didn't have a job nor money.
I hope you realize the harsh reality you've been ignoring all this time. Good luck finding a job and living a diligent life.
Can't you provide me with some support until I get hired?
You had many opportunities, but you're the one who chose to ignore them. You're to be blamed for doing nothing until you realized it was too late. Your parents have also been giving you advice about getting a job.
I never expected them to pass away so young.
Oh, you could have changed your lifestyle when you inherited their money after their death.
I never expected it to be gone so quickly. Please, Rachel. I promise I changed. You have to help me out. Where do you live with my brother now?
I'm never telling you. And even if you find out somehow, I'm never letting you in. We're breaking relations with you. And I think I'll block you too. You can't find us now.
Wait, Rachel! I apologize for everything I did. I'm really sorry that I didn't help with the funeral, and that I didn't share the inheritance money with you.
You should apologize to my husband, not me. But he doesn't want an apology. He no longer thinks you're his sister. I don't care if you beg us for help and cry for mercy. It's your problem, and it's none of our business. After the owner of the house returned, they called the police, and my sister-in-law ended up being taken away by the police. She paid for compensation using the inheritance money that she barely had left, and by selling her brand new bag she owned. That's what the owner told me. I don't know where she is now, but considering the fact that no one contacted us to do something about her, we assume that she's doing fine in her own ways. Even if someone did contact us about her, we do not plan to help her no matter what. I hope she realized how spoiled she had been until now, and learned to live diligently as well as independently. Using the small amount of money my husband inherited from his parents, we moved into an apartment that had an advanced security system installed. Even if she found out where we lived, she wouldn't be able to break in, nor break windows to forcefully get inside. After her parents passed away, I had been keeping in touch with her to let her know about family events, but I finally realized that she didn't deserve to be welcome as a member of our family. I have finally decided to live a happy life with my husband from now on, because we only have each other. We will never waste our money like she did, and live a diligent lifestyle according to plan.
Hey, Tom, are you not coming today? I thought it was your day off.
Is this about Mom? I told you I'm too tired to visit.
I know you're tired, but your mom misses you.
I can't go. If I go visit, you're gonna ask me to help look after Mom with you. I don't want to do that.
How can you say that? I thought you were the one who said you look after your mother, Tom. But you've never helped me look after her, have you?
Yeah, that's true. But you're capable of looking after her on your own. I don't think you need my help.
That doesn't mean you don't have to help. You could come and help me when I have my part-time job. I would be more than thankful if you can take care of your mother when I'm away.
Lily, I also have a job. I don't even know how to look after old people. I shouldn't be in charge.
I may be not a professional myself, but I'm trying my best. We could learn together. You can come over when you have your day off.
Nope, I don't think so. One person is enough to look after Mom. I don't think there's the need for me to.
Didn't I tell you just now I want you to take care of her when I can't?
We've been hiring people when you were unavailable. There's nothing to be worried about. Now think about it, Lily. I'm helping you in my own ways. I'm a big help.
Yes, I'm fully aware of that. I'm always thankful of you who's working hard every day to earn money. But this is a different story.
No, not about that. It's about the other thing, about Mom's inheritance.
Your mother's inheritance? How does this relate to what we're talking about?
Think about it. Let's say that Mom passes away. I'll inherit all her money. But you, who's my wife, don't have the right to inherit anything.
I know that, but you don't have to tell me again.
No, you don't understand. Because I have the right, you're going to benefit from it too as my wife. So you should be thankful that I married you. Why should I do more to help you?
Your mother is still healthy, Tom. I think it's inappropriate to talk about her death.
It's only a matter of time. Or is it that you don't want any of the inheritance money? If so, I'll use it all by myself.
I would be glad if I can receive some, but it's not something we should discuss about when your mother is still alive and healthy. Your mother will feel upset if she hears you. Can't you be more considerate of her?
All right. I'm sorry. Calm down, okay?
I don't need an apology. I want you to come visit your mother. I won't ask you to look after her, just come visit. She misses her son.
If I do nothing while you take care of her, she'll be angry at me. She can be pretty scary when she gets angry.
Oh, come on, don't act like a child. You should come and meet her before it's too late.
You're thinking too much. Anyways, good luck with taking care of Mom. I know you can do this.
Can you be a bit more serious? By the way, I'll eat dinner with your mother today, so prepare dinner on your own, okay?
I'm too tired too, but I'll do something about it. Take a nap now. Take good care, Mom. Did you call me this afternoon? I had some work to do, so I wasn't able to take your call. Is anything wrong?
Hi, Jack. I'm so sorry to bother you during work. I wanted to discuss about something, but it's getting late. Let's talk about it when you get home.
I'm actually gonna go drink with my friends tonight after work, so I'll be home pretty late. I have time now, so do you want to talk about it?
Well, if you say so. The caregiver we've been hiring won't be able to come as often next month. She, told us about it today.
Huh? Why?
I don't know about the details, but your mother had a conversation with her. She said she was really busy with her other clients.
What are we gonna do without her? What's your plan?
About that, maybe your mother can move into a nursing home.
Nursing home? The one for old people?
I bet we can find a new caregiver if we contact a different agency, but I think we'll face a similar problem in the future again. So your mother said that moving into a nursing home would be the best option for both her and me.
That's nonsense. Why would Mom have to move into a nursing home?
May I ask why you disagree? Are you sad about living away from your mother?
I don't care about living away from her. I rarely meet her anyways.
Then why would you disagree? Your mother basically lives alone right now. I can't be by her side all the time, and her caregiver won't be able to come as often compared to now. I think she'll feel more relaxed if she has more people to take care of her in the nursing home.
If she moves into a nursing home, we'll have less money to inherit. You'll also be at a disadvantage too.
Wait a minute, is that the only reason why you disagreed? No other reason?
Yeah, that's the only reason and the most important reason. We don't have enough money to pay for her nursing home, so I guess she'll be paying for the fees on her own.
Yes, I think so. If she's gonna move into a nursing home, she'll be paying.
The problem is, nursing homes are expensive.
I'm not sure, but I heard it's pretty expensive. But they only offer the minimum services. I think the expensive ones are worth it.
I knew it was expensive. I don't think Mom should move into the nursing home. She's old and we never know when she'll pass away. Why should we spend so much money on her now? I think it's better for her to leave us as much money as possible.
You're only worried about money. Do you understand our situation, Tom? Your mother should be way more important than money.
She's important to me, of course, but I can't agree this time. If the caregiver can't come as often next month, why don't you look after Mom instead of her?
I wouldn't be asking you for advice if I'm able to that. I have my own part-time job, and I don't have enough energy for that. I can't spend more time on your mother, Tom.
Then quit your part-time job. You'll have more time to look after Mom.
Tom, why do you think I work part-time? Your salary isn't enough to pay for our living expenses. If I quit my job, it's gonna affect us too.
Then why don't you find a new caregiver?
I could, but your mother insists that she'll move into a nursing home. I was wondering, why can't you offer us help? If you don't want her to move into a nursing home, you can always come over and take care of her.
I told you before, didn't I? I can't look after her.
You don't want to look after her, but you also don't want to spend a lot of money for her in a nursing home. You're being really selfish. I don't think you should be complaining about this.
What about our inheritance money? How would you feel if we received less because of this? I want to receive as much inheritance money as I can.
It's not like we're gonna lose all of the money. First of all, I don't want to depend on the inheritance money to pay for our living expenses. Our lives won't change even if we can't receive the money. We'll just live our normal life as always.
There's no point talking to you about this. You understand nothing. It was Mom's idea to move into a nursing home, right? I'll talk to her directly. I have to inherit all of her money.
You keep on talking about her money. Which is more important to you? Your mother or her money?
Her money, of course.
Alright. Do whatever you want. I have nothing more to say to you.
Don't be upset. I'll make sure to inherit everything from her. Don't worry about anything, okay?
I'm not worried about anything. I'll leave it up to you. Good luck in persuading your mother.
Leave everything to me and everything will be just fine.
Hey, Tom, do you think you can persuade your mother?
It's not going well. I called her just now, but she doesn't listen to a word I say.
I thought you were with her right now. Haven't you been listening to our conversation? I won't eavesdrop, but I figured your mom's reaction.
I don't understand why she's so stubborn. I make perfect sense, don't I? She's being really stubborn this time.
I guess you're overconfident. You might be the wrong one here, Tom.
What do you mean?
Your idea would allow your mother to save money, but it would also increase our burden at the same time.
Well, it's free. What's better than that?
We'll have more to worry about in return for that. You won't be helping us anyway, so nothing will change for you, but for us, we'll have to bear more burdens.
I didn't want to hire a caregiver in the first place. I only agreed because you and Mom wanted to hire one. This is what I always hoped for. No caregivers, just you and Mom.
How can you be so selfish when you've never offered us help? You're always welcome to come and help us out.
I don't want to spend my day off looking after Mom. You should help me persuade her. You're always with her, so you have more chances to do so.
I agree with your mother. Haven't I been telling you this? So why should I work with you who I disagree with? If you want to persuade her, do it by yourself.
You and Mom are both so stubborn. Can't you be more open-minded? You're both so old-fashioned.
How can you say that? You're the stubborn one.
No. I'm thinking about our future. But how about you? You both are only worried about the immediate future. That's why you think spending a lot of money for a nursing home is the best option.
If you're so eager to save money, how about you stop drinking? You'll be more of a help if you can come over to her house and take care of her. You do nothing on your day off, just staying in bed and drinking alcohol.
If I spend my day off taking care of Mom, I won't be able to take time to rest myself. Why are you so selfish? You only think about yourself. Can't you be more considerate of me?
All right. I'm so sorry. I'm a selfish wife.
And you always get sulky when I point out something you don't like. You should really fix your bad habits. If it wasn't me, you would have gotten divorced a long time ago. Oops. Sorry, Lily. Mom just texted me.
Oh, your mother texted you? She could have just told me about it. She should know that I'm texting you right now.
I guess it's something important. I'll get back to you later.
What did she say?
Mom's the best. She finally understood why I was persuading her. She's gonna reconsider about moving into a nursing home.
Huh. Really? But I can't spend more time to take care of her.
She told me she'll discuss the details with you directly. Oh, if you're with Mom right now, can you discuss about it with her now? I don't have enough time to take care of Mom. It's really no use telling me what was decided between you two.
All right.
That's great. That's a relief she finally agreed. I'm gonna inherit all of her money.
Are you talking about her money again? Aren't there more things to worry about?
If I inherit her money, we'll be able to live a better life. What's more important than that? You're probably gonna get busier next month, but good luck. My inheritance money is in your hands. Hey, I came to visit Mom's house today. But why isn't she here?
What a surprise. You rarely come visit her. What's going on?
She agreed to reconsider about moving into a nursing home, remember? So I wanted to do something for her to show her my gratitude. I thought it was your day off, Lily. Why aren't you here?
Well, your mother told me to get out of the house.
Huh? Why?
Well, she didn't let me in when I visited her today. She said she no longer needed my care.
What's that supposed to mean? Then where's Mom? She won't be able to go out alone without your help.
Your mother moved into a nursing home today, so I think she's doing fine.
Huh? Did you take her there without telling me?
No, it wasn't my decision. Your mother has been finding a good nursing home to move into, so I offered some help. I had a chance to discuss about it with your mother, remember? She told me that she was getting ready to move out of the house.
You helped her? I'm gonna inherit less money because of you. Do you understand what you did?
Don't blame me. It was you who helped her make that decision.
Me? What do you mean?
You've been very rude towards your mother. You valued her money more than herself. And you also weren't the best husband as well. After she got to know how you've been treating us, she decided to move into a nursing home.
It's your job to stop her. Don't be so proud of yourself. You failed me. I'm never gonna forgive you.
I'm never going back to our house. Be as angry as you want.
What do you mean you're not coming home?
I'm divorcing you. After your mother moved out, I went back to my parents' house. I left the divorce papers in our living room. Have you seen it?
Not yet. Do you think I would ever agree to get a divorce?
If you're not gonna accept our divorce, I'll guess I'll have to sue you.
Don't be ridiculous. You've been saying all these selfish things to me. Why are you suddenly asking for a divorce?
Well, reflect on how you've been treating me and your mother. Your attitude revealed a lot about you. I learned that you were a very selfish person.
The more money I inherit, the better for both of us. You said you wanted the money too.
Yes, it would be helpful, but money is not the most important thing.
What are you trying to say?
What if I fell sick when you're still healthy? Will you take care of me? I bet you won't.
We can use the money we inherit to hire a caregiver. Why would I have to take care of you?
See? It reveals a lot about you. Even if your wife got sick, you think money will solve everything. I can't be with someone who values money more than anything.
But how can you suddenly ask for a divorce? You're being really selfish.
You're the selfish one. Remember how you've been treating us? Both your mother and I have been accepting all of your selfish actions. Can't you do me a favor one last time? It's not much to ask from a lazy person like you. Although I prepared him with the divorce papers, it took him forever to hand them in. I no longer could wait for him, so I decided to hire a lawyer to mediate our divorce. As a result, our divorce was approved and we finally got divorced. On the other hand, Tom seemed really upset about getting a divorce and the fact that he'll inherit less money than he planned. Her mother refused to meet him when he visited her in the nursing home, which made him even more upset. I'm sorry for Tom, but I chose the nursing home with the best environment and services for her mother. So, I don't think there will be much left for Tom to inherit. When he gets to know about this, I'll think he'll feel more upset, but it's no longer my business, so I don't think I'll ever tell him before he realizes himself. That's our small revenge from both me and her mother.
Bianca, I'm sorry to text you so suddenly. I have something to talk to you about. Do you have a minute?
What's the matter, Mom? I was just taking a break from housework, so I have some time right now.
Okay, that's great. So, the thing I wanted to talk about is about how you've been spending too much money.
What? Me? Spending too much money?
You're in charge of money management in the house, right?
Yeah, that's right. Eric is busy with work. So I manage the money at home and decide how much to use for our living expenses. Is there anything wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong about you being in charge of money management. It's hard to tell you this, but I think you might be using too much money.
Are you saying that I'm spending more than I need to? I'm only spending money for my basic living needs. Stop accusing me for something I've never done.
But I heard you bought a brand new bag recently. Eric told me that it cost more than $1,000. And he also said that it wasn't your first time buying something so expensive.
That was a present for myself. Eric is not the only one who's tired from working. I do housework every day, and I have to reward myself for it once in a while. I think I deserve it, honestly.
I know you're working hard, Bianca. I'm not telling you to stop spending money for yourself. I just think it might have been better if you told Eric about it before you spent the money. Eric is the one who's bringing the money to the household, so I think he should know how his salary is being spent.
I regret not telling him about it in advance. But it's our problem, not yours. Let us solve it as a couple. It's not your business, is it?
That's very true. I also hope that you would be able to solve it with Eric.
Then mind your own business, can you? We are capable to solve these things on our own.
Eric asked me to help because you two aren't capable to... You don't listen to him, do you? He said he's been asking you to stop many times, but you still seem to be buying many expensive goods.
Even so, it's our problem. I can't believe he asked you for help. It's none of your business. That's a bigger problem for me, to be honest. He still asks his mother for help at this age? How embarrassing.
I think Eric really needed help. I don't want to be an annoying mother-in-law, so I won't say too much, but can you make some time to discuss about this with Eric? He'll understand if you talk about your feelings with him.
If you say so, I'll have a discussion with him. How about that?
That would be great! I know you're busy with housework, and I understand that you get stressed out sometimes, but saving money is really important too. I hope you two can discuss about it as a couple.
I get it. So, is this all? Anything else you wanted to talk about? I have to go buy some groceries, so may I leave now?
Thanks for your time, Bianca. You're always welcome to visit me anytime with Eric. I hope you can visit me again sometime soon. Eric called me last night. Bianca, I heard you bought something expensive again.
Yes, I did. So what?
I thought we had a discussion about this with Eric. Didn't you agree to ask Eric when you wanted to buy something expensive? But I heard that you ignored what Eric said. Is that true?
No, you have to listen to me. Eric always says no when I ask if I can buy what I want. Isn't that unfair? It's not what we agreed on.
So you did ask Eric about it?
Yes, I did. We decided to when we had our discussion. But Eric keeps on saying that we can't afford something so expensive. He just got his paycheck, but he still says no. Oh, I feel so stupid, being the only one keeping our promise. If I can't buy what I want, I don't know why we had a discussion.
Bianca, listen. Do you remember spending $1,000 last month to buy a brand new bag?
Yes, of course. I always wanted that bag. It's my favorite bag now.
Okay, that's nice to hear. I want you to keep in mind that you bought the bag you wanted last month. Eric only gets a few $1,000s paid every month for his salary.
Oh, how do you know all this? But why did you bring that up?
You do know that you need at least $3,000 to pay for both of your living expenses, including your rent, food expenses, electricity bill, and so on. That's the minimum amount you need monthly. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. That's about the amount we need every month. It does change depending on the month, though.
Then don't you think spending $1,000 every month for your shopping fees is a little too much? You won't be able to pay for your living expenses.
I'm perfectly aware of that. I only spend money that's left after paying for our living expenses. Do you think I'm stupid?
Have you been saving money? You have to be prepared for your future. You might give birth to a baby soon. Or worse, one of you might get into an accident. How are you going to pay for the fees if you don't start saving money?
Huh? What do you mean? I thought our parents were supposed to pay for those fees. Why would we have to save money and pay for them ourselves?
Wait a minute, Bianca. What do you mean?
I'm talking about the money that's required when I get pregnant, or when we got into an accident. Our parents should support us in these unexpected cases. I always thought you would pay for these fees because it's an emergency.
Did Eric say that? You both are independent adults. Don't you think you should look after yourselves?
Even if we're independent, Eric is still your child. So you should at least help us in an emergency. I don't know much about it, but I heard you inherited a lot of money after your husband's death.
I'm sorry, Bianca. Let me be honest with you. I won't be paying any of those fees you're talking about.
Huh? You have to be kidding.
Like I told you just now, you are both independent adults. I am willing to help you with little things, but I don't have enough money to spend for you two. I can't pay for everything, Bianca.
No, you don't make sense. You've been meddling in our business all the time. After making so many complaints, you just leave everything to us?
It's not like that. I know it's only been a year or so since your marriage, but you can't depend on me forever. You're Eric's wife, Bianca.
Oh my gosh. You're not only a single parent, but you're also poor. I didn't have to respect you as my mother-in-law. I should have just ignored you from the beginning.
You've been maintaining a good relationship with me just because you thought I was rich?
Of course. Who would contact their mother-in-law without any reason? But there's no need to talk with you anymore. I don't want to be involved with people who are poor. Stop trying to get in contact with me.
Don't be so harsh on me. Let's talk about it again, shall we? Considering your future as a couple, we can't just let you spend money freely.
Just mind your own business. There's nothing I can learn from poor single parents like you. Stop acting like you're better than us. You're really annoying.
Wait a second, Bianca. Are you still there? Listen to me. We still have things to talk about. Bianca?
Can you stop coming over to our house like you did yesterday? It's really annoying when people visit without telling us beforehand.
I just wanted to have a conversation with you. Do you really think you can just do whatever you want? Your parents are also worried. Do you know that?
Oh my gosh, so annoying. Did you contact my parents too? Don't you think that's a bit too much? Well, I have to thank you for not telling Eric about this.
I know you'll get in trouble if I tell Eric about yesterday. If you can reflect on yourself and change your attitude, I won't tell Eric about it.
Thank you, you're so nice. But you're really annoying me. So don't come over ever again, okay?
Then, think about how you spend your money. Stop buying expensive brand new bags every single month, okay? You can always save money and then buy what you want.
That's impossible. These brand bags are so popular they get sold out really quickly. If I wait until I save money, I won't be able to buy them.
Haven't I been telling you to learn to be patient? It's not just your own money, it's Eric's money too. If you were single, it's up to you to spend as much as you want. But you have to understand that you're married now.
Stop acting like you know better than us. You're looking down on us, aren't you? We're having this conversation in the first place because you're poor.
My financial situation has nothing to do with this.
But you can't because you're poor. So I have to spend my own money to buy what I want.
It's not only me. Your parents also said they won't be supporting you financially. Why are you only blaming me?
Oh, I never thought my parents would. They're poor like you. Ugh, I'm so lucky. Not only that my real parents are poor, my mother-in-law is also poor. How unfortunate can I be?
You can't say that to your real parents. You should be more considerate about them. They have been taking good care of you until you grew up.
It's the parents' duty to take care of their child. Why do I have to appreciate them when the only thing they did was to complete their duty?
Your parents would be disappointed if they hear this.
Are you trying to appeal to my emotions now? Oh, you're so annoying.
You've been calling me poor. But are you any better than me?
Better?
I just told you that you should save your money before you buy what you want. If you don't want to wait until you save your money, how about you start working as well? But you never got a job yourself. Why don't you do something on your own before you depend on others?
I don't like to work. Why do you think I married Eric? I wanted to stay at home as a housewife.
You really don't plan to change your lifestyle, do you? Nothing can influence you to change for the better. Even your parents.
No, not at all. But I do regret some things I did. I decided to marry Eric because I heard that he inherited some money from his father. Oh, but I should have done more research.
What do you mean?
I should have known better than that single parents were poor. Now that I think of it, I shouldn't have married Eric. Well, Eric is pretty well paid, so I won't divorce him for now.
So that's what you've always thought about us. I finally get it now. Just do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore. I'll do whatever I want too.
There's no time for you to do whatever you want. I'm gonna break relations with you. I don't want to have any relations with poor people. I'm afraid you might start brainwashing Eric.
I don't think my son will agree to that.
He's so kind. Too kind that he hasn't even divorced me yet. He'll listen to whatever I tell him to do. He's really an ideal husband, you know that. I'm never gonna divorce him.
Okay, go on then. But I will take away his inheritance rights.
I don't need your teeny tiny bit of inheritance money. Do you think you can persuade us not to break relations with you just by threatening us about inheritance rights? I'm sorry. I take back everything I say. Please forgive me.
What's wrong? What makes you change your attitude so suddenly?
I'm being serious. I'm so sorry. It was all a joke. We won't break relations with you. Please forgive me.
Oh, did Eric text you? That was fast. I sent him a screenshot of our conversation just now.
I regret everything I did. I'm gonna stop spending money on brand bags. So please forgive me.
I guess you heard about our inheritance money from Eric. I never wasted my money. Unlike you. After my husband's death, I worked hard to earn enough money to take care of Eric when he was still little. I haven't spent a single dollar of the money I inherited from my husband.
You are so hardworking. I respect you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you don't have to worry about this. We're back to strangers if we're breaking relations. Stop flattering me and never text me again. I'm leaving now. I'm busy.
Please wait. I'm really sorry for everything I did. Hello? Mom? Are you still there? Mom? Mom, please open the door. I'm here to apologize about everything I did to you.
I don't need your apology. Just go home, Bianca. You're disturbing my neighbors. And stop calling me, okay? It's creepy to see all these calls from you.
Don't say that. I was crazy for being so rude to you. I think I might have lost my mind. I regret everything I did. I'm really sorry.
What am I supposed to do? Even if you apologize to me like this, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm a single parent and poor. I thought you knew that. Your apology means nothing, Bianca.
I never meant to say that. I just went with the flow.
You seemed really fluent, though. You've always been very confident with what you said.
You know, I can have a dirty mouth sometimes. I really want to get rid of it, but it's hard to fix bad habits. I never meant to say all these bad things about you. Believe me.
All right, but I think you should get rid of your habit as soon as possible. As a stranger who's poor, I don't really mind, but I bet many people would feel uncomfortable.
Okay, I'll be sure to get rid of it as soon as possible if you say so. I really respect you, so I'll do whatever you ask me to. Eric has been saying that he wants to be like you all the time.
Really? That's my first time hearing Eric say that. But I don't think he should be like me. I'm a poor single parent who can't even support my son and his wife financially.
Don't be ridiculous. You have the inheritance money. You make plenty of money you can use to support us.
What's important here is how I feel. I don't care about how much money I have. I'm not gonna support you financially. Never.
No, you don't have to support me. Everything's gonna be alright when Eric inherits all your money.
Eric's gonna come pick me up now. With the divorce papers in his hands.
Huh? What are you talking about? You gotta be kidding.
I bet you hope so. Eric has been considering getting a divorce after all you did. So he always had the divorce papers ready. I guess the conversation between us was the last straw.
Wait a minute! Are we getting a divorce? Right now? No! I don't want to get divorced!
Don't tell me. It's not my business.
Don't say that! Can you help me out? You're his mother. Can you tell him to stop? He's being ridiculous.
I've been giving you advice so that you could avoid getting divorced by Eric. You were the one who never listened and never changed the way you act. Oh.
But it's so sudden. After my parents heard about what I did, they told me never to come back. How am I supposed to make a living if I get divorced now?
That's unfortunate. But I think you deserve it. I'm leaving now. Goodbye. Oh, I wasted so much time talking nonsense with you. After our conversation, Eric arrived, furious with everything Bianca did, and took her away with him. Although Bianca refused, Eric had already decided to get a divorce. There was nothing that could change his decision. Bianca had never seen Eric so furious. He also asked Bianca to pay for compensation money, and she broke down into tears. To be honest, I'm very disappointed that they ended up like this. The indecisiveness of Eric that led to Bianca's arrogance. My failure of not being able to change Bianca's attitude. I'm disappointed in the both of us. And I think they're both something we should work on. I hope Bianca learns something from her divorce and changes for the better.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.